Stephanie and this is my first review video. I am doing this on a concealer which is widely talked about on YouTube. That's how I found out about it. That's why I bought it, was it has incredibly good reviews. And that is, of course, the Maybelline Age Rewind Dark Circles Eraser. I wanted to love this because so many people talk about it. It's got goji berries and is meant to be quite hydrating and good for your under eyes. I don't know if any of that's true, but yeah, it was talked about quite a lot on the internet as being this really good concealer. So I went out and bought it from Boots, and I tried it for quite a while. The first thing I noticed is that it goes down quite quickly, so I only tried it maybe for a couple of weeks and it already went down that much. So it's not something that's going to last very long, although apparently you're not meant to use that much because the sponge gives out quite a lot of product. You're not meant to, you know, swizzle it too much. So maybe I just swizzled it too much. Swizzled the right word? Maybe I just moved it too much. I don't know, maybe I used too much product. The actual product itself, I've heard a lot of people do really like it. Unfortunately, it's just not for me. A lot of people have a problem with the applicator. So this is the packaging. And the applicator is this little sponge here, which a lot of people really hate because of the hygiene. It is meant to be, they've said that there's something on it that's meant to be antibacterial. Again, don't know if that's true. But that is what they're claiming. And I mean, I'm not really someone that has a problem with applicators like this. I don't really mind. But, and it is quite soft. Like, this is actually kind of one of the reasons I bought it, was when I tried it in the shops, the tester. It's quite moussey when you put it on. It's very, very light, very soft. And yeah, and it is very creamy when you put it. I'm just looking a bit weird rubbing on my hand. But if you kind of, I don't know, I'll do a swatch. But yeah, the applicator I don't really have a problem with. I know a lot of people do. The thing that I had a problem with is it's very yellow. Now, yellow's quite good for cancelling out blue circles, so it is meant to be like a correcting concealer. So maybe if you're someone that's a bit tanner than I am, more tan than I am, and you have blue under eye circles, then maybe this will work for you. But I just found, and I'll show you in the clip, on my skin it just looks very yellow. I don't know how well this is going to come out. But yeah, it is a very yellow concealer. And I found it really drying under my eyes. I do have dry under eyes. I do have to moisturise them every morning and every night. I don't have I get it in my T-zone. I don't have dry skin in general. It's mostly like forehead, under my lip, under eyes. All the places that you don't want dry skin. But yeah, so I found that this wasn't for me, which I was really disappointed with because a lot of people do really like it. And I mean, it's not an expensive concealer, but it's not like the cheapest. I think it's about £8.99 for this in Boots. And I think it's the same as Superdrug as well. I don't know about in American stores how much of it is in America. But yeah, so it's not, you know, it's kind of your middle range concealer. But I did find it creased, which a lot of people have kind of talked about. It does crease. It fades away. I found, like, in the day it would get creasy and a bit cakey. And yeah, I've got right here these kind of bumps, which apparently is if you're using, so I've started using proper like under eye cream, but apparently if you use creams that aren't for your under eyes, that's when you get these little bumps. And I found it clung to that quite badly.
So here's a short demonstration of me using the Age Rewind concealer. On my right eye, I just applied it straight under my eyes with the sponge attached and tapped it out with my fingers. With my left eye, I did the same thing, but this time I used a beauty blender just to see the difference. As you can see, it has a reasonable coverage, but it does look very yellow on my skin.
So yeah, so I would say for me, 5, 6 out of 10. It's not for me, which I'm sorry, because I'm probably going to get hate for this, because a lot of people really love it. And I'm sure that for some people, if you've got like, you know, not very dry under eyes, quite smooth, and if you've got quite a yellowy skin tone, I don't know what my skin tone is. I thought it was yellowy, but I think I might be quite neutral. But yeah, so it wasn't for me. But if you have yellow skin tone, if you're maybe a bit more tan than I am, maybe give this a try. I don't know. A lot of people do love it. So that's it for now.
So that was my score. What was yours? Please tell me what you think in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and thank you all for watching.